Within walking distance of Methodist Central Hall lies London's famous West End, where Connie Fisher has been meeting some Christian musical theatre stars.
This takes me back. I remember my Maria days in the Sound of Music here at the London Palladium. But behind the glitz and glamour, the world of show business can be very insecure, with emotional highs and lows. And holding on to your faith can be really tough. Anna McGarrahan is currently in Les Miserables. She's one of the many actors on the West End stage who night after night deliver great performances.
I grew up in a Christian household, my dad's a vicar, but it was when I moved to London when I was about 15 and got into a church where there was lots of young people that's when my faith kind of flourished, I guess.
Anna's friend Hannah is in Phantom of the Opera. They're both Christians but may never have met if it hadn't been for a group called West End Has Faith.
And what's the purpose of the group? Why do you get together?
In a sense, it feels quite lonely when you're a Christian in this business, and for me especially, I thought I was the only one for quite a while, and the purpose of this is to bring us together so that we can support, that we can build up, that we can learn together, we can pray together, or if something is happening at work, or that you can actually understand where you're coming from your Christian perspective as well.
Yeah, because I think lots of us have Christian friends, but they don't necessarily know the roller coaster of emotions that you go on as an actress or any kind of creative, because it's that, like you said, it's that uncertainty. And if you've gone for 6 or 7 auditions and you're in the final round and then it's a no, and it's how to deal with that rejection and
after a month of trying.
or you go from being a lead in one show and then you finish and you have 3 months out of work and you can't even get an audition.
Today the group are rehearsing for a charity concert they're holding.
Hey guys, keep singing, keep singing. Lord of everything.
How ruthless is this business? Some people think it's glitz and glamour, but you've needed your faith at times, right?
You can't take it personally. There have been times where I haven't got jobs because my eyebrows aren't right, or my eyebrows are too dark, or I'm too fat, too thin, too tall, too short.
Like I can't be in 42nd Street because my legs aren't long enough.
Really?
So I'm always too short. It says somewhere in the Psalms that we're God's masterpiece, and I think that's really important to know that regardless of all this rejection, ultimately we are loved and cherished, and we can't take that rejection personally. And I think faith is really important in that, because if you are grounded in who God says you are, not about what other people think of you, it makes the rejection easier to deal with.
It's great to see how faith can pull actors together, and some of the members of the group are also part of the West End Gospel Choir, and here they are to perform for us now.
Wait a minute, bring it back. Wait a minute. When Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. When Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. I'm not worried about a thing.
that's just about it from Methodist Central Hall Westminster. Next week, we have a very special programme for you. It's Homeless Sunday, and I join volunteers from my church on their regular early morning tea run in central London. And the Reverend Kate Botley meets a remarkable teenager, offering a little bag of hope to the homeless in Preston. From the early days of the Methodist movement, John and Charles Wesley knew the importance of singing as a means of learning, celebrating and sharing faith. And our final hymn does all of that. It's a favourite of the congregation here, Father of Everlasting Grace.
Songs of Praise next week is much earlier at 2 o'clock. Next today, 65 years on, Her Majesty the Queen shares her personal memories of the coronation.